Hello everyone and welcome back to Summer Sunday, where today we are going to be exploring around the world, specifically, mainly the US, and telling you plenty of stories, good, bad, a mixture of both. So, let's go and get into it. Our first story is from US News. Snowstorm marches towards the Washington after plummeting US Midwest. That is North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, that type of thing. Colorado also got hit very hard, I heard, with some snow. So, we're going to go ahead and read the rest of the story. Winter storm that dumped heavy snow on the U.S. Midwest, causing several roadway deaths, stranding some moto tourists in Missouri, and canceling dozens of flights, marched east toward Washington on Saturday. The weather system, which started as rain from Mexico, but since has turned into snow, and forecasting effect the 1,800 mile, 2,900 kilometer corridor of the U.S. from Colorado to the mid-Atlantic. The storm hit Kansas and Missouri on Friday and plummeted those states again Saturday as it extended into part of Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and said U.S. Weather Prediction Center meteorologist Andrew Orson. In Kansas, seats at Arrowhead Stadium were dusted with snow ahead of Saturday's National Football League playoff, the game between Kansas City Chiefs and Indianapolis Colts. There's snow time like showtime, Chief says on Twitter, sharing a video of the team's quarterback Patrick Mahomes arriving at the stadium in the snow. This is wet, heavy snow. It's been very, very slick, Scott White, a Highway Patrol spokesperson, said on the phone. More than 1,200 motorists in Missouri were stranded at some point, but havoc on the highways began to ease on Saturday as many people stayed home for the weekend. And this was reported by Alex DeBuskins, edited by Shizuno Mayami and G. Crocet. Now, I'm not supposed to give my opinion, seeing as I'm Jim Yom, but this is definitely going to be a huge issue for the animals, for the humans, for pretty much everybody in between, because there is a lot of people walking to places, driving to places, and it is very, very deep over there. It's also just very cold. So, that's it for U.S. News Snowstorm. Let's get into our next story. We're going to have 3 stories today in total. Next, we have some technology news from Forbes. So, thank you, Forbes, for providing us with this wonderful news story. Best news apps for iPhone and Android smartphones. iPhone, like all iPhones, and smartphones, which mean Google Pixel, normal Android, that type of thing. So, let's go and get into it. If you're a news addict but just can't seem to stay ahead of all the content coming your way, you might be able to find a solution. After all, searching through the variety of websites each day to find news you care about can be daunting, to say the least. That is why Summer Sunday exists. In a bid to address that challenge, companies as large as Apple and Google, as well as a variety of startups, are all offering news apps in one way or another to help you organize your news and ensure all access to all the content you care about. Best of all, many of them are available on both Android and iOS, ensuring that you use them on the smartphone of your choice. The following roundup will feature 5 of our favorite news apps iPhones and Android smartphones have. Indeed, if you download any of the following options, you shouldn't have any trouble staying on top of the content you care about most. Flipboard. Flipboard has established itself one of the most popular news apps for both Android and iOS, and for good reason. Flipboard accesses content from around the world and curates the content you care about most. You'll find a tab for you to see the content you like best, as well as options to explore stories you might not typically see. Its readers, it's outstanding and making access content simple. Apple News. If you're an iPhone owner, Apple News comes with the company's iOS operating system. This means that you can immediately get access to the news you care about without even having to download a third-party app. Apple News kicking things off for first asking what kind of content you care most about. It then uses the information to create a curated list of news stories that might suit you. The service will allow you to send notifications and let you know when a news story comes in, and if you're a Mac user, you can syndicate content across devices. iOS Google News. Google has been a major player in the news business for years. Its engine is widely viewed as one of the best in the market, and those who've been accessing news in a browser have relied on it for quite a long time. Google News on the iPhone and Android smartphones offers a similar experience. Like its competitors, Google News comes with a function to analyze your tests and deliver content you care about. And when you boot it up, you'll see 5 stories right now. Better yet, you can find a single story, but also get a timeline of articles to help you see how the story has evolved over time. And since it works with your Google account, you can access news on browser, on mobile, and elsewhere. Google News is free to download. And there's many more, but we're just going to finish that one off. Thank you, Forbes, for giving us that very large scale of many. I'll just read off some of them that I did not read. Feedly, Inor Reader, and that is the other ones that I did not read. So, since I cannot give my opinion, and I'm Jim Yam, I'm going to give my opinion. This seems like a very good list. I highly suggest any of these that if you don't get your news daily anyway, then you download these immediately. I definitely like to get my news. That's why I work with a news network. And yeah, so let's go into the third story. Now, this is the very first video, not the very first video, but the very first Simmer Sunday in 2019. So might as well look at the 13 best jobs to have in 2019, according to the U.S. and World Report. Thank you, CNBC. Make it CNBC. Yeah, that's just it. So if you're considering a new job or career change this year, you may want to take a look at U.S. News and World Report's ranking of the top 100 best jobs for 2019. The number one job to have in 2019 is software developer. Only the tech role to make it publication's top 10. The number 2 role is statistician, the field with the best job outlook on this year's healthcare, claiming the remaining 10 out of 13 jobs. That's primarily thanks to healthcare, low unemployment rates, and high salaries. Software developer. Median salary $101,000. Unemployment rate 1.9%. Future job prospects good. And stress level average. Work-life balance above average. Statistician. I'm Jim Yam. I didn't get a very good grade in literacy. Median salary $84,000. Employment rate 0.9%. Future job prospects very good. Stress level below average. Work-life balance above average. Physician assistant, which is basically under the hospital/doctor office part. $104,000. The unemployment rate 1.8%. Stress level above average, and work-life balance above average. Dentist $1,051,000. $1.9% for unemployment rate. Future job prospects good. Stress level average. Work-life balance above average. Orthodontist $2,000. The order is salary, unemployment rate, future job prospects, stress level, and work-life balance. So that's the order I'm going to go in. $208,000. 9%, 0.9%, good, below average, above average. And that is about it. For the main news story with me, Jim Yam. I have probably have the best job in the world right now, so I wouldn't trade it for anything, even though it doesn't really pay that well. So let's just go ahead and get on with the weather. Okay, guys. So before we go on to weather, this is Good Luck Simmer, yours truly. This is not Jim Yam, this is not Christy Hunt, this is not the sports news dude. This is moi. And I forgot to record this on Friday, which is normally when I record it. And basically, we're going to be doing a little less weather this time and 3 sports news segments. So we're going to probably do 3 of each, so 3 weather things, 3 sports news segments, so it's a little less stressful for me to edit because, again, I forgot to record this earlier. Sorry about that. But now let's go on to weather, okay? With Kirsty Hunt. Hi everyone, I'm Kirsty Hunt, and I'm with weather. Today we're going to be looking at only 3, as our director, Good Luck Simmer, said, because this is a very large project that our producers and editors have to deal with, so we're going to go ahead and make it a little bit easier on them. So let's go and get on to it. So the 3 things we're doing is Colorado, California, and Texas. So let's get into it. Colorado weather. So as you're seeing this on Sunday, it's going to be 41 degrees. Precipitation 10%. You over there in the Colorado area have definitely been getting a lot of snow, and it definitely looks like on Friday you are going to be getting some snow, but we'll get to that later. On Monday, it is going to be 48 degrees as your high and 21 as your low. On Sunday, it's going to be 19 as your low. Tuesday, it is going to be 48 degrees as your high, 26 as your low. Wednesday, you're going to have 48 as your high and 29 as your low. It seems like you are definitely getting up there, but then you start to go back down again, so you are not going to be particularly warm this week. And on Thursday, 10% chance of precipitation. Your high is 50 and your low is 26. And apparently you're going to get some more snow on Friday. Precipitation is 40%. 37 as your high and 18 as your low and on Saturday, 37 as your high and 24 as your low. Now we're going on to Houston, Texas. It seems like Wednesday through Saturday you are going to get some rain showers, it looks like, but again, we will get to that in a second. In Houston, Texas on Monday, to start off your week, Sunday, basically to start off your week, it's going to be 59 degrees with a low of 43. It is going to be 55 degrees with a low of 43. Tuesday, 58 degrees with a 58 degrees with a low of 51. 20% chance of precipitation. I cannot speak. Wednesday, your high is going to be 67 with a low of 61. Precipitation 30%. Thursday, it's going to be 40% chance of precipitation. 75 as your high and 59 as your low. Friday, 76 as your high and 56 as your low. Precipitation chance 50. And to end off Houston, Texas, you are going to get a 70% chance of rain. 59 degrees and high of 59 degrees and a low of 34. On Sunday, you are going to have 62 as your high and 51 as your low. Monday, 61 as your high, 52 as your low. Possible rain, a 90% chance of that. 59 as your high, 53 as your low on your Tuesday. 50% chance of precipitation. Wednesday, 100% chance of precipitation. 59 as your high, 55 as your low. 60% chance 90% chance of precipitation, 60 as your high, 50 as your low. And Friday is going to be 10% chance of precipitation, 66 as your high, and 49 as your low. Saturday, 69 as your high, 50 as your low, 0% chance of precipitation. Now on to sports news. Hello everyone. I can't do that voice. Hello everyone. I am the sub for sports. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I just was walking down the street. I was taking photos of PewDiePie, and I just ended up here, and people walked up to me and took photos of me, and now I'm here and doing weather. So this is from Idaho Statesman, and this is Friday Sports in a brief. So let's get into it. So basically, I'm reading this, and Cleveland went salary went up more than 9.9 million. Everybody's salary went up from 643,000 to 10.55 million. I think that's ridiculous. I am not getting paid enough for this, so how about let's trade? I get paid like $20 an hour. Let's trade, please. Francisco Lindor. Everybody's raising. And basically they're getting noticed everywhere. Busiest day off season, 142 people found jobs everywhere else, and that's fun. The Dodgers played in Toronto, Toronto, Canada, Toronto, Ontario, I think it is. They obtained a 35-year-old Canadian. Literally says Los Angeles obtained. Like, did you pick them up? Did you just go up? Did you pick them up with your big, strong hands? That doesn't make any sense. A Canadian from the Blue Jays minor leagues, kind of just stole them from the NFL. Englewood, Colorado. They won't return. Gary Kubiak will not return to the Denver Broncos. NBA, Oakland, California. Stephen Curry made 3-pointers. Pretty cool. NHL. Nothing really there. College football. The director's telling me to find some stuff about Texas A&M. I'm not seeing anything. Tennis, nobody cares about tennis. Baseball, nobody cares about baseball. And that's literally it. So that was Friday Sports in a brief. I gave a briefing to you about the article. So let's go on to the second one, the second story. Sports final highlights from January 11th, snowpocalypse. Apparently in the mid-something, I don't know, there's been just a lot of snow, and there's a lot of things that were supposed to happen that haven't because of that snow. So our director's telling us that in Colorado they haven't gotten any snow, only 2 major snows throughout this whole 2018 and 2019, which kind of sucks for them, I guess. So basically, this is sports final highlights from January 11th at the snowpocalypse from 7KWQA. Local scoreboard for January 11th, boys high school basketball. They won. There was a lot of things that went down. Girls high school basketball in this little area. Ow, I just hit my elbow on the desk. Women's college basketball, they won. College wrestling, Williams Baptist won. And there was a lot of wins overall. And sports final highlights. They obviously went through with it, even though they were probably freezing. And that's fun. when you also go to the top of the page, it says winter storm warning, which is kind of worrying. So let's go into our final one. What do you mean I'm not doing it right? How can I screw up, how can I screw up stories? Okay, fine. We're just gonna go next. We're just gonna keep going back. Sports news. Hunters turn to hipsters to help boost sports' declining numbers. So apparently, not a lot of people are starting to like sports. So this is the Fox News channel. So more millennials are exchanging their kamobacha for crossbows and concealing their man buns under camouflage caps to take one of the oldest pastimes known to man: hunting. I don't really think this is that big of a thing. I mean, it's really cool that they're doing it and all, but like, what? I don't understand the story. At least that's what several hunter recruiter groups are hoping. It's a declining sport. It's like the shooting, like crossbows. Yeah, crossbows. The crossbow sport, like shooting ranges, are like going down, I guess. So, so they held an event, Field to Fork, which operates in 8 states. They were paired with mentors. They kind of like learned how to do it, and that's fun, you know. It's really good for them. This is probably the worst job I've ever gotten. There's an animal side of you is the last quote. Basically, there's the declining sport of crossbow, and they just decided to help get the numbers up, I guess. So that's fun. That was really nice. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm supposed to say my name at the beginning. I didn't know I was supposed to do that. You should have told me. My name is Debler. Yeah. I said my name. Do I have to say my last name? I'm not gonna say my last name, no matter what the producers say. I'm Debler, and goodbye. You're probably never gonna see me again. Goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Good Luck Summer. Now, updates from Good Luck Summer herself. Hello everyone. I'm Good Luck Summer, the one and only yours truly, the one that has been making these videos for almost 2 years. Once it turns July 31st, it will be my 2-year anniversary. Yeah. So, that's kind of crazy, though, to think about. But, wait a minute. So, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So, only 4 more months. Actually, no, so, February, March, April, May, June, July. So, 6 more months until my channel anniversary. But I hope you enjoyed that. I did the normal voices for the other 2, and then this one I really can't decide on one that I really like. I liked the first one that just had my voice, but I kind of like want to make him his own voice. And the one that was drinking, the photo of a news person drinking, I don't think I'm gonna bring him back. And the one I just did, I don't think I'm gonna bring him back either. So I don't know, let me know what you guys want to see. But anyway, I don't really have much huge updates, but I will tell you my current ongoing things, because it seems like this channel is like all over the place content wise. So basically gaming, like Sims 4, Scuberia, all that type of stuff. Scuberia, Sims 4, Scuberia, and Minecraft is what I'm currently thinking. Like, is what's currently going on gaming wise. Scooperia, I have the second episode recorded, but I just haven't edited it or anything. I'm pretty sure I haven't edited it. I don't know. But when it is done, I will definitely upload it. GIFs, memes, like remixes, meme contemplations. I still want to do those. I'll probably do like some ship videos, like Eric Lean or Armau or something like that. If you guys want to see those, let me know. So gaming gifs, memes, and then Simmer Sunday is about all the things that I can think of right now. But if there is, I will put them in the description. If there's more that I completely forgot, then I will definitely put that in the description. So, back to Jim Yam to do the outro. See you next Summer Sunday. Goodbye.